boom, 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 boom. Boom. Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe. We're going to watch our opening clip here. This is something that I hand selected to be our opening clip for the day.
You do understand, like, we're going to be hitting therapy for this, right? I have no idea what you're doing and where you're getting this stuff from. Where are you learning this? This is coming off the top of your head? That's even more scary. What do you mean what? Yeah, the stuff you do to Elmo and this one, yeah.
Tape. That's tape on a...
Oh, she taped her toy to the floor.
Ducky?
Yes. She's got his tape by his limbs and tape over his mouth and nose.
Yes. Kids are so weird.
Yeah, I see that. It's one hell of an interrogation. Well, how about we get our clothes on and we go to school and we leave these poor ducks alone?
This is in the morning.
Yeah, it would be. That's when you're like the most vulnerable.
He said,
Your brain is really raw in the morning.
how about we untape him, get dressed, and go to school instead of taping up the support ducks? This is in the morning. This is before school, taping up your duck.
That means it's like before 8 o'clock a.m.
Hey, just making sure it don't go nowhere. Just checking to make sure it's not Toy Story.
What do the comments say?
Oh, we've got a concern. Parent.
I like how the dad seems very...
I love that
Midwestern
Instagram handle.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's one hell of an interrogation.
Yeah.
Vibe Tribe Fitness. God, you know they're awesome.
Vibe Tribe Fitness.
You know they're awesome. But
That's hilarious.
yeah, it is funny, like some of the things kids will do without even like it is funny that the dad's like, where the fuck did you learn this from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She did so well too. That's the other thing.
Like taped it well?
Yeah, it's like
she
put
that
it all
duck
on
is
angles.
going nowhere.
Yeah, it looks like she wrapped it around the wrists
And the
then
legs.
taped them down separately.
Yeah, and then wait, it looks like the
There's
eyes
two
now.
arms, 2 legs, and a head. Eyes, like, or...
Yeah.
It looks like the eyes, and the beak or whatever. It's
He's
a duck,
suffocating.
right?
The whole face,
To be fair, this is nothing that like Tom and Jerry and Bugs Bunny haven't done.
Yeah,
You know what
I was
I
going to
mean?
say,
Like-
that's in cartoons.
Facts, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not their fault.
Kids are enchanted by violence.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
concept of
everyone
violence.
loves to watch a train wreck,
Yeah.
including kids.
That kid's gonna be a
Guilty
senator
as
one
charged.
day.
Or like, ew, that's so gross. And you keep staring. That's so gross. I remember doing that as a kid.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Ew.
Oh, shit. Like those pimple popping videos.
Yeah. Those are really gross.
I'm against those. I'm against the pimple popping. And no, don't pop my pimple. I love popping my own.
Yeah.
But that's because that's my body.
Yeah.
And I can pop my
I
own
like
body.
popping my own pimples too.
Yeah.
My pimple, my choice.
My pimple, my choice.
My pimple, my
I've had someone come up behind me and just boop, pop
Oh.
a pimple like up on me. It's like,
Why?
what the fuck did you touch me?
Yeah,
That's so
Was it
weird.
out?
Was
My
it a
mom will
stranger
do
or
that.
a
That's
friend?
so
And
weird.
Why?
I've got to wear shirts around my mom, or else she'll fucking run up
She'll
on me.
pop your pimples.
She'll
for you?
hit me on the back, dude. It's like that.
Oh.
Oh.
She's like, you get a pimple, she comes up with a fly swatter.
Yeah, that's
She'll do it, and she'll be like, "Well, we need to get you some doll."
Oh god.
That's the signal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's not like it was when I was in high school. Really, more when I played football. So I had like shoulder pad.
Oh,
back
like all the
pimples.
sweat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't really happen much anymore, which is good because back pimples are so fucking painful.
Yeah,
I'm
they
sure.
suck. Especially lower back pimples.
I don't think I've gotten a back pimple.
I got
but-
one pimple one time on the top of my butt crack,
Ow.
and I will never forget that
Oh.
pain.
I felt that.
right at the top of the butt crack.
I hate getting them on my forehead because it's already like tight and
Yeah.
stretched there.
Yes.
So then it's just like pulling it, and you're like,
I hate getting them like right here and right here for some
I
reason.
think I
There's
still
like a
have. I
line.
popped one, and you can probably still see it.
There's like a line on your face somewhere. I just read this online. I don't know if this is true. There's a line on your face, like a triangle, like right here.
Oh, the T-zone?
Yeah, where if you like get a pimple right there and you pop it too hard, you can bleed out, or like you can like rupture some shit and like fuck yourself up.
Oh, I didn't know about all that. I just know it'll bleed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
What's that little thing that's like in the pimple? You know that little like hard thing that if you
The
like, shoot
cyst?
it out, it's a cyst.
I thought it was just called the head.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Oh.
Whatever it
It's the infection. It's the clogged whatever.
Can we
The
learn
clogged.
can we learn what the head of a
Head of a pimple?
head of a
What
pimple
is the head of a pimple?
What
What is
the head?
What's
What
the
is
medical
it?
term for the head of a
What
pimple?
is it?
And why is it hard?
Why is it so
I guess it
hard?
Why is it a
on-
pimple with a boner? What? I'm hard right now.
I'm actually hard while I pop it.
If you pop me, I'll come.
Sorry. You ever double pop?
Pops
You
them
pop
while
a
you're
pimple
coming.
right at the moment of climax for maximum pleasure.
I'm sure people that watch others. I'm sure the person that popped your pimple randomly. would
Someone's
love that.
tried it. Yeah.
Dude,
They got
honestly,
hacked,
I wonder how that would. I mean, like, I was just thinking immediately, like, how would you pop somebody's pimple as they come? Like, how would, what would the attempt?
You
It
just
would, like, I
You'd
hate
have to be doing a doggy
vulgar
style.
here. Doggy style,
Well, if it's
lower
on their
back,
back.
pimple.
A big back pimple.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's called a nodule.
No.
Oh, duh.
Pustule? Like it's a
I've heard
pustule
that.
that's nodule.
Ugh.
Pustules.
Pust.
Oh, what a funny word. Pustules are similar to
Pustules.
papules.
Pustule.
Pustules and papules. That's what I'm going to start calling my students
Oh my.
and audience peoples.
What up,
What up,
little
papules?
What up? Pupils?
Dude, you're,
Pupils?
Oh, pustules.
you're
My
being
bad.
a
I was
total
saying.
nodule right now.
Stop being a nodule.
Did you just call me the N word?
Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
Do we need
Crockett.
to redo our intro because of the audio situation from earlier?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Guys.
fucking do it.
Welcome back to another incredible episode of the Kids in the Corner podcast. We got a ladies' takeover today. First up,
yeah.
welcome our guest, NYDIA Morales. Great comedian, our teammate on the Roast Fantasy League,
Ba, ba.
and officially a Spanish language comedian as of recently.
Yeah.
Right on.
Nailed it.
And over here. And over here we got Madeline, our producer in the flesh, with her own camera, with her own mic today. She
Hey.
deserves it. She's been doing so much work on the podcast, and she's been keeping this thing afloat.
Hey.
Officially a stand-up comedian as well.
Hey.
Hey.
And we're
we're
gonna
gonna-
give it up for Crockett. We can't forget Crockett,
How could you?
legendary man, and myself.
Legendary.
I'm Cameron,
Cameron Ladd.
That's it.
and that's it.
And that's
Do we want to see Madeline's first time doing stand-up?
Yes,
live on
I
the
want to
pod?
see it.
Let's do it.
it. Do it right now.
Let's
my
do it.
We need
God,
to
okay.
rewatch it.
That could be though. Yep, we're doing it.
Let's jump in.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
We're just gonna have like musical intros.
Yeah.
I love this.
Honestly, whenever you're like, "Oh, I play guitar," I was like, "Of course she does. Of course, this is
she
why we
does.
have so much fun. That's why we dance together. That's why we act like flies."
Yeah. Confused fucking fly.
Yeah.
Flies are so weird, which is why we are them.
Here we go.
You don't know what's going on in their head. Oh God.
right.
So this is
Oh
our
my
producer
God.
doing stand-up for the first time.
Yeah. Did you hit yourself?
Okay, so
I've done
I
that.
don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I'm anxious.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
we stem. We can be a healthy stemmer out here. And also, I'm a lawyer. Can you believe it?
What?
Yeah, but I failed, so that's why I'm here. Nice to meet all of you. Can't really see you. Noted. Like it. A last thing you probably can't tell about me. My mom had double D's.
Couldn't tell.
Not me. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Yeah, she first got divorced, then she died. It's part of why I failed the bar. Okay, you know, we settle. Oh,
Over
it's okay.
explained.
That's why we get funny. Yeah, so it's my first time doing comedy. You know, like, you think that you're funny, and people tell you, like, yeah, you should go do comedy. Yeah, my ex told me I couldn't do it. You know, like, you're too sensitive.
Fuck.
Like, look who has the balls now. I
Hey.
never did, so. Also, other comedians have also told me I'd be funny. So, if I'm not, you can, like,
You're one of
beat
those
up,
other
like,
comedians.
pretty much 75% of the people you saw tonight. If I start crying, okay? Actually, that would make me really happy. Last thing. Oh, just the other day, like 2 days ago, I was out here just sitting here because Cam's my boyfriend over there. So if I'm funnier than him,
She lowered her voice like she was ashamed.
please tell him. But a guy told me that, oh, are you going up there? Because I was just getting him to come in the door because I can't help myself. And I was like, no, I'm just here. And he was like, oh, you have a great smile. You should go do comedy. So
You have a great smile. A dude would say that's what dudes do. Smile more.
Yeah, I just smile about it.
yeah, no, love the compliments. We do love compliments out here. I do personally, but they're kind of weird sometimes to take. Sometimes they're like, oh, you light up a room, you know? You're just so nice to everybody. You would give a sandwich to another guy? I don't know, you know? You just,
Lost the metaphor there, but it's okay.
love it, but it gets me a little conflicted. Because, like, I don't know, it's like the same thing you hear about serial killer victims. It's fine. Like, thanks, but it's weird. You know, don't tell me I light up the room. Don't let other people know.
That's good.
I didn't have to
Not the original
weird,
joke.
okay? But I'll accept it on the private.
Ooh, is that it?
Whoa, it
What?
ended there?
And it ended there.
Wow.
That's okay because literally after that, I remember looking at my notes being like, hold up, let me check out my notes. And that's all I got.
Yeah, it ended very soon after that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Sail away,
Crockett, I completely forgot you were there for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crockett in the house.
Nydia, how would you review that first time?
I thought it was great.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're not lying.
No, I'm not. You obviously have like a natural like presence up there. Like I think your animation as a person off the stage is like present. But you can tell you just have to get used to it.
Oh my God, I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know the feeling.
Yeah, we've all been hyping her up ever since she got on stage.
Yeah.
We're
Just
really
do it
proud of
more.
her.
The more you do it, the more
Now
you're like, oh.
Now
I
say
know how
something
this
mean
feels.
about her. Now say something mean about her, Set.
Yeah. Say something mean
You
to
want
me.
like feedback? I don't
No,
know. My only
be a mean
feedback.
girl.
We're just trying to drive engagement with something fucking
no.
nasty and inflammatory. No.
NYDIA Morales.
Not her
thank you,
style.
Madeline.
I'm not. I practice roasting to like try to get good at it, but it's hard for me. I can't.
No,
I
it's
can't
okay.
do
We
it.
love you.
It's hard to roast.
This
Too
is
good of a
positive.
I've relied on
corner.
y'all a lot. You guys and Pop. I'm like, half the time I'd like write something down. I'm like, I'll say it out loud and like wait for them to punch it up because I don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, you were helping us all. You were punching up all of our jokes,
I don't know.
little bits.
Well,
I did my
more
best.
than anything, and it was proposed to us that there was a possibility of there being duos for Rose Fantasy instead of teams of 4. But because of like the team dynamic that we had during our writing meetings, we decided like it has to be 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just having that many different people to help you think
Yeah.
and like open up new lanes of opportunity for like I can't stress how helpful it was to have Pop in their writing because he will think of something that you would never think of.
Yeah. That's why I love his
Yeah.
roast.
And then it makes you start thinking of stuff that like you really would never think of.
Yeah,
and
it's
it
like
made
a
it
web.
better.
A beautiful mind.
A
Pop.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, you were kind of the bridge between Pop's mind and the world.
Yeah. I can always understand like what he means for the most part. Even if it's like totally left field and you're like, wait,
Yeah.
what, Pop? How'd you even think of that? But I'm like, no, I get it though. I see where he was going with it.
Yeah.
I think he's just so clever because he comes up with left field stuff that you're like, How did you? Oh, like the other.
It's like he's just got a left field.
Yeah, he's just he thinks differently. And I love that about him.
Got a loose association he can just grab onto.
Yeah. Like my favorite roast he did recently was at Ugly Dog because Ryan's been doing like the heckle mic for that one comic from BR. I forget his name, but he's bald, but he has a beard, like a sort of beard. And Pop goes, "Why is your head upside down?" It was so simple and it was like, it was so funny. I think that was the night you guys were there and I was like, wait, that was so good.
It was.
Why your head upside down? Like, fuck. Dude. It's so funny.
He just came out to roast. He would stand outside and he'd just be like, he'd look at him and just go.
Yeah.
Fire him off.
Were you there for that open mic from hell where Daniel Monaco got fucking roasted by like an 11-year-old? I think that's his name.
Oh, I was so mad I missed that one. That was when Chance played Biden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to make it, but I had some other shit.
Yeah, I didn't make it that night either.
Oh, it was awesome.
What did the kids say? Was it good?
Oh yeah, he was designated heckler and he just fucking every like 10 seconds he was like, "You're not funny. Give up."
Oh, that's the best. Yes.
He was
That
like
would've
a
ripped me.
13-year-old. His family was from like Miami. They were like the youngest was 11. And they were like, "We're on the trip. We're treating them like adults. Like they were good this year, so we're letting them come to a grown-up comedy show."
That's so cute. But Open Mic from Hell is a good show for them
It
to
was
go
a great
to.
show.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
bummed I missed that because kids. Yeah, I've done like a mini roast circle with students actually because I had a couple students that were like really into, that's just how they express themselves in this particular class. And so they were like first grade and one kid goes, "Miss Morales, you wore too much lipstick." And I was like, I was like, "You're right though. How the fuck am I trying to impress in school?" I didn't say that part. But.
You are cut out for Roast Fantasy League because you're constantly getting roasted by small children.
Yeah. But children can roast sometimes. You're like, ow. When it comes from a kid, you're like, oh, I'm going to not show you that I'm
They have
crying.
the most pure view of the world.
Yeah.
So then it's like,
It's like you can't roast adults, but you can roast the fuck out of a kid.
Yeah, it's really fun to roast kids when they can.
You love it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I had this thought today.
Well, that's how you teach middle school.
Was like it is the funniest to make fun of kids. That's why comedians who like tell stories about their kids, or like if you interact with kids, it's just the funniest.
Yeah.
Like it really is. Like telling a kid like I don't even know what, like the way, like I'm trying to figure out how to articulate this. Especially the way if you see reels of like how black kids interact with their parents, especially the social media ones, it is the funniest stuff ever. Like they know how to prop their kids up to be super funny.
Yeah.
And their kids are hilarious, dude.
yeah.
Those kids on social media are funny as fuck. Like
Some
little
kids are-
babies.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Doing little dances, like throwing an egg at someone and then like fucking running away. Like,
they're funny. I was bummed to miss that because I was like, oh, I bet that was hilarious, that
Okay.
little kid.
So you're a teacher.
Yeah.
What grades do you teach?
Normally like pre-K through 5th or 3rd.
Okay.
Like elementary mostly.
gotcha.
Craziest thing a kid's ever said to you, but not traumatic. You know,
Wait, I do
like
have
that thing.
something though that a kid did that
God.
was hilarious.
Okay.
So my first couple years of teaching, their method for like consequence was like in steps, and one of the steps was to like write about what you did wrong and like why it's wrong and
I had to
how
do a
you'll
few
do
of
it
those.
better or whatever. And so one kid, this was a first grader, and it said, "What can you do next time to like prevent this or whatever?" And he wrote, "Don't do shit." And I kept the paper because I was like, this is too funny. Like, he's right. Don't do shit. Like, stop fucking around. Stop doing shitty shit. Just
Stop doing shit.
Yeah. He's like, don't do shit.
That's true.
And he just comes back to class and just like joins in on the next activity.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah. I was
He
like,
got
he's
it.
real
Yeah,
about it.
I specifically remember like writing something similar to that on one of those forms. Like, I guess there's really nothing else. Like, because like I claimed that the teacher threw me out of class for no reason.
Yeah.
Which was probably not true.
Probably
So there's nothing. I
Yeah,
really
there is
can
always
do.
a reason.
maybe we can get this lady a drink or something so she'll quit hassling me. But
You wrote that?
no.
Oh.
I would have told a teacher that though, dude. When I was in like junior high, I would have told a teacher that. I wasn't very well behaved. I really wasn't. Well, I had moved from private school to public school between 5th and 6th grade. So like I was trying to fit in, and like the friends that I collected at first, like we just fucking cut up in class.
No way.
That's what we did.
I did the opposite. I went from public school to private school in
5th and 6th grade,
and I came back after I came back in 9th grade.
That's kind of a hard time to do that transition.
It sucked because I went from
both
like,
ways, like private to
Yeah. Well, the good part about mine is that it was a small town, so like I already knew everybody that went to public school.
Oh,
It was just like I went to the private school there growing up. So I mean, I had friends like set in, and then people had moved from my school to that school earlier than me, so I knew people.
Yeah,
and I was very fortunate that my older brother, who was for a junior high kid, huge, handsome, and smart, so he was very popular. So when I come in, I kind of have like a pass as like a semi-popular person.
There you go.
I'm like Charlie Sheen's brother from the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, that's not what I had. I was just an angsty little beanpole in high school at this Catholic school, while all my friends got to like graffiti the bathrooms at their middle school. And,
you're like,
fun.
What are you doing?
And like, yeah. A lot of them got addicted to drugs pretty quick, though. But, you know.
Yeah. Dude, we had some bathroom graffitiers. The biggest group amongst campus that would graffiti everywhere, and it's just because you knew their sign was, they called themselves Taco Republic.
Taco Republic?
It was this kid, Lloyd Sanchez, and then all of his just like... You know, all these kids ended up being in like ROTC or band. So they're not like a real gang, but they like claim to be a gang, and they were the Taco Republic. Dude, one day, the Taco Republic and the black kids got in a huge brawl in front of the school one day. It was so bad. It was so bad.
That's
a good name, but yeah, that's a sad thing to happen.
Dude, it was a big scene, dude. I mean, I bet like there was at least 70 people in on that fight.
Oh my god,
that's a lot. Wait, what grade was this?
7th graders. Yeah, we were in 7th grade.
77th graders.
77. That's like
and
a
the
whole
fight
class.
lasted for 7 minutes.
Dude,
Holy cow.
And it was like 7:30 in the morning too. Like this is early in the morning.
That's
before
terrible.
School starts.
Weird shit happens in the morning.
Yeah.
It does.
Remember
I told
that
you,
duck. Yep.
You're
The
very
sun-
vulnerable.
The sun hasn't scared all the bad spirits away yet. Some
Yeah,
of them
it's
are
just
still
a
hiding in the
weird, it's an
shadows.
interesting, vulnerable time to be awake.
Yeah. What usually happens is like somebody gets pissed off on the bus after school or getting onto the bus after school, so it rolls over into the next day.
You got kids coming home.
So when you
hungover.
see them, you're pissed off. Your mom's already yelled at you this morning, like
Yeah.
just pissed off kid.
It's a
And
lot
then you
of
come to
angst.
school and you see that kid that pissed you off yesterday too. He's like, "Fuck it, it's up. Let's get it on." And
So true.
you hit somebody, and then their friend tries to come break it up, and then like 5 of your friends just jump in, and y'all start beating the shit out of all of them, and then all of a sudden it's like 70 people.
Yeah.
It was probably.
And you just look, sometimes
Any
you just
women in
gotta
the
let it. There's been moments where
No.
some of my coworkers are like, I mean, he deserved it, so I let it go 15 seconds longer. Because like one time it was this one kid bullying this girl all the time, and they were in 3rd or 4th grade at the time. And I get it. She got sick of it finally. And she was like, I'm gonna beat your ass for bugging me all the time. And we were like, yeah, he's kind of a prick and he's kind of annoying. And he kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
He needs to stop doing shit.
Yeah, he stopped messing with her. And I'm like, sometimes that's how some people learn.
So there was a black girl in my class in high school who had like a fainting issue where she would like faint sometimes. She would fall.
Yeah.
And so it happened twice. This happened where she also liked to talk a lot of shit. So she would fall, and then someone would assume that this person standing behind her had hit her. So then they would swing on that person, and then it became a whole thing.
Wait, but not on her. They would swing on the person that
They
they
would
thought
swing on
pushed
the
her.
person that was standing directly behind. They would hear the girl hit the ground. She would probably like scream and be like, "Ah, I'm falling!" And then they'll turn around and be like, "What did you do?" Boom. And then it would just go.
Oh my
start
God.
From there.
Oh
Like
Lord.
a food fight, but with punches.
Yeah, I never want to deal with a food fight. It seems
Have you ever
annoying.
dealt with fights?
God
Oh
bless.
yeah, one of my worst days though was like 4 fights all in the morning before 9 o'clock.
Weird shit
Yeah,
happens. in the
and I'm grateful for the teacher that was like, look, if a kid wants to fight, they're gonna fight. You can't really stop that. But the schools make you feel like it's your fault as a teacher. They're like, you're supposed to like clap and tell them 1, 2, 3, sit down. And I'm like, yeah, because it's gonna fucking work for whatever his face is, who's upset in the morning because his mom's yelling at him and now this kid's being annoying. Like, I'm like, no, I can't. They're gonna fight.
They're trying to avoid liability. They're like, we're gonna make it think that it's your fault that this happened, even though it's definitely us.
Yeah, but definitely a lot of
Other ways
fights.
to avoid their own liability.
We had a girl in high school. She was like a year younger than me. She had one arm. Dude, she was like 12-0. Morning.
In her fights?
And do that. Like morning
That's
recess
badass.
fights.
That's a trauma motivating her.
Dude, I saw her beat up 2 sisters one time. She beat up 2 sisters. One arm.
Oh,
It's
that's
so
wild.
crazy. Dude, I guess she just like knows how to work that right arm so
Yeah.
well,
You got a
dude.
crazy right hook.
yeah, like a crazy one.
Dude.
Boom.
I will say though, I don't like. Sometimes I am conflicted because parents will be like, I get it. I'm not a parent, but I get when parents are like, I've had so many parents be like, well, did you fight back to the kid? And I'm like, do you know how annoying that is? Because now I have to deal with it in class.
Yeah.
Now I have to deal with these 2 kids fighting and then it being my fault. So I hate them. I hate the fights.
What about your
Yeah.
school experience? You went to school in
California.
California,
it was like
Bay
so
Area, right?
cush, not like that at all.
not like that.
It was like definitely it was like dumb fights.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cali
like,
girl fights.
yeah, like catty girl. I only got in like one fight with a friend, and it wasn't like a physical fight. It was like a, I heard blah blah blah, nah, 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 like that kind of fight.
Yeah.
It's just like stupid.
Y'all like
Yeah.
screamed at each other in the comments or something.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
she was trying to start a rumor and about my dad actually, and I was like, your dad was in prison, girl. Why are you trying to start this shit?
Ooh, you
Oh,
roasting.
damn.
Yeah.
Me and my best friend had your dad battle at morning recess one time. We didn't talk to each other for like 3 weeks because we were taking class favorite pictures. We were in 9th grade, and I was one of the class favorites.
A serious day for you.
And I had a tie on, and the back part of the tie wasn't too short. The back part of the tie was too short to go into the little loop back there to help
yeah.
it stay. And I didn't want it flying all over because that looks crazy as fuck. So my dad told me that morning, look, just tuck it in this top part of your shirt. It won't show all day. Nobody will even notice. Well, after putting a backpack on and shit like that, my tie kind of went to the side. My friend was like, why do you have your fucking tie tucked into your shirt like that, dumbass? There's a loop on the back. And I was like, I fucking know that, dude. It's too short. My dad told me to put it in my shirt. And he was like, well, your dad went to prison. Like, that was supposed to make him, like, be a less person or something. Well, it was bad for him to joke with me because I'm such a little sassy bitch, dude, about dads.
Sassy bitch.
Because he didn't even really know his dad, and his father figure was like a pillhead and alcoholic. I was like, well, at least I know my dad. And it was just like,
Damn, that was a good one, Crockett.
And yeah, I mean, like, it was such a sassy bitch move, but like, it was early in the morning, and we ended up being cool after that. I won though. He's dead now.
Yeah.
Well, this friend she did get pregnant at 16. Her dad actually was really cool, and he knows that guy. He went to prison with that one Mexican actor, the one that has a leather bag looking face, because he's just had a
Danny
heart.
Trejo?
Yeah, they went to prison
Machete?
together.
Wow.
And he was cool, but the rumor, I know that people feel differently about this, but I don't mind that, like, I tried beer when I was a kid. Like, because it made it less exciting as an adult, so I didn't have to become this, like, drunk person all the time. So, like, one time she was at my house, and my dad let us try some of his beer. And that was the rumor she was trying to play with, was like, oh, he's a drunk and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
No way.
I was like, the audacity. I was like, you're perfect either.
Danny Trejo gave you beer when you were a kid. Why are you fucking...
Yeah, I was like,
why are you
chill
blowing up the
out.
spot, dude?
Yeah, so I was like, that wasn't cool, girl. I was like, I was like, I think it was already a hard enough time for her dad and her to, like, rebuild their life when he got out of prison. So I was like, why do you gotta do all that?
Yeah.
Like we're the ones going to hang out with each other and stuff. So
Got a lot of anger, maybe just
Yeah.
resonating in her.
yeah, I think she's just upset.
My two nieces and my nephew got to swim in Kelly Slater's pool, the famous surfer.
What?
Yeah, he threw pennies, or he threw like little toy sticks into the pool, and they would sink to the bottom, and he would like tell them to go like pick them up. It was cool.
It's always fun swimming in the bottom of a pool, though. You're like, ooh, what's down here?
Yeah.
I used to get so scared though when I'd like feel myself starting to run out of breath and my ears were popping. I'd be like, oh, time to go back up. Go back up. And then you try to do like the dolphin move up.
Yeah.
You ever try to do that a lot? I've gotten
I tried to swim like a mermaid. It didn't work.
I played as
I
a
was like,
mermaid.
I don't have the abs for this.
And then you
all
see
of my
Olympic
summers.
swimmers like do it, where they like
they're like,
do it.
whoa. You're like, what the?
Oh, those people are like freaks of nature though.
Yeah.
They're like
they
literally
really are.
fish people.
Yeah.
There's
It's
some
crazy.
crazy shit about mer people. Have you ever seen the documentary?
I've
Yeah.
seen like some reels that are like, I'm pretty sure there's a mermaid in the water. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
like a siren.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I know. And I'm
manatees
like, I'm
were the
curious
first
though.
mermaids.
I want to be a mermaid.
I'm with all the movies though. Like, if there are mermaids, they're probably evil as shit, dude.
You think
Yeah,
so?
dude.
A lot of people think that the aliens are in the water.
I
They're
don't
not
trust-
even in space.
I don't trust the fairy dimension.
Oh. The fairy dimension?
Anything fairy related, wisps, ghosts,
Wisps?
mermaids, they all fall into the fairy dimension for me.
What are wisps?
I don't know, just any like spirit.
You said you don't believe in anything like that?
No. I just don't. I don't
You
trust
don't
it.
trust it.
I don't trust
Oh,
it.
no, you shouldn't.
Like you never follow a fairy into the woods.
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's how you get your liver ate
Yeah.
by a witch.
What?
You never follow a fairy into the woods. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah,
rule
no.
number one.
That reminds me of, did you guys ever watch?
A girl I could trust. A girl I'm like, maybe she's trying to tell me like to get out of the state.
No,
Yeah.
dude, that's what everybody thought with
Girls do
Ghislaine
look out for each
Maxwell,
other
and
like
they
that.
ended up
Mhm.
at Jeffrey
Like,
Epstein's
hey.
house. That's not. Don't just trust ladies, dude. Ladies, they use ladies as the
You
bait.
sound like Pop would say that. He's like, not all ladies you can be trustworthy.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're right. It's men or women. It's just more commonly men.
Yeah.
Statistically speaking.
Make the rules.
I think anyone can do evil regardless of gender.
Yeah, it's true. Anyone can do
But women
evil.
do it better.
We do.
You know.
When we're motivated, we can be very evil.
What's y'all?
Have you
Really
ever
sneaky
heard
evil.
about
Yeah.
the cases of like those lady nurses that are responsible for killing like 180 people and shit?
They're
Yeah.
pretty sane. They're pretty sane people with just slight god complexes.
Just one little.
Yeah.
There's one lady, she took like selfies with like over 75 people that she killed. She would
Huh.
like take selfies with them before she killed them.
That's
weird.
badass, dude. Imagine just being like barely conscious on life support, and you see a
like,
nurse go into the hotel room, take
With a ring
selfie
light.
with you, and then unplug your shit.
The
Dude,
ones on the
holy
phone.
shit! This.
Pretend you're sucking on a straw.
Smile.
Smile.
Smile,
Smile, bitch. That's crazy that girl fainted.
Yeah.
I had a student tell me that one time, but I wasn't sure if it was real or not. Kids do that. Yeah, she's like, one time she was like, it looked like she was sleeping at the lunch table, and then she like got up on her own, and I go up and I'm like, is everything cool? She's like, well, see, sometimes I like will faint but like nothing's wrong. It's just like, sometimes it happens but like you don't have to worry or anything. Like it's not like that big of a thing. And then I'll like sleep for like a little bit and then I'll like wake up and then I'm like, this doesn't sound real, sweetie.
Yeah. Plus, we should worry
Narcoleptic?
because she could fall into her head.
Yeah.
That's the worst part
That's
about
where, but I'm
fainting.
like, that's what it's like halfway through the year that she says this. And I'm like, did you tell your normal teacher? Like your day teacher?
Yeah.
Did you tell anybody else? Because I'm like, if you're only telling me just now, it seems like it's
Do you
not
need to be
real.
wearing a helmet right now?
Yeah. I'm like, are you
Yeah.
all right?
I have this thing where I'm around peanuts and then I can't breathe real good.
Yeah. But she was like literally self-diagnosing. And I'm like, maybe we took self-diagnosing too far.
She could have just been sleepy.
Yeah. That's what it
Literally.
looked
It's
like.
valid as hell.
It looked like
She
she
had
just-
sleep apnea or narcolepsy.
I'll
She
think
could.
narcolepsy. Yeah.
Also, it happened one time.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah,
it's
she
not
might-
a pattern. And then
She also might not think she's allowed to sleep at school.
Ooh, Since you have the inside scoop, I'd like to know: is there still horse girls in elementary schools?
Horse girls?
Yeah, do you
like
remember,
girls
the
into
horse-
horses.
Yeah, they're like really into horses.
Really?
Yeah,
Like
they're really into
horses on the folder.
unicorns.
Oh, unicorns, but that's like
Unicorns. That's
Yeah.
that's a
I'm
subset.
talking about like real horses. Like
I don't think I've had a student yet that's like really into horse like that.
Well, also,
Okay.
there's not a lot of access to horses around here.
you're right.
You're not seeing a
Yeah.
horse unless you're on Bourbon Street, and those kids
Or
aren't
during
going to
Mardi
Bourbon Street.
Gras.
Yeah,
Because they do go on the horses for that. But yeah, there's unless you're like in the. I don't know,
and
there's a
those
lot of
horses
city
are basically
kids.
dressed up as unicorns at that point during Mardi Gras. So
There's
Yeah,
a
with
horse
all the
track.
Mardi Gras flair.
yeah,
Their
That's
hair
where
dyed.
Jazz Fest is going on right now. Is at the horse track.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
true.
But a lot of New Orleans horses are in Folsom, Louisiana, closer to where I live.
Oh.
Dude, they board a shitload of horses out there. People from up here, they go down there every weekend. They go ride their horses.
That's my Chinese zodiac.
Horse.
Yeah.
Ooh, mine is the second one. Not a rat. I'm a bull.
A bull, nice.
what about you? You know yours?
Fuck no.
So Franklinton.
dude. Well, no.
Look it
In
up.
Franklinton, we had a Chinese restaurant called the Chinese Dragon, and they had the little thing on the thing, and I would read it every time, but I forgot. Maybe the monkey. I don't know.
What year?
I can see that.
Yeah, what year?
99,
Oh, you're
October of 99.
Well, you might be the same as me. I was the hare,
Ooh,
Oh,
are
like
we
the-
the
the-
hair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
The-
think you're the hair.
the
Wait,
rabbit.
there's a
Let me go see.
That's the
Let's go
rabbit?
check around.
Yeah.
okay.
But it's a man rabbit, so it's cool.
Man rabbits.
I was pretty insecure about that.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell
I'm-
yeah.
So excited to go about this one. Okay,
All
we're
right.
fucking doing it.
Who is that?
Who is she?
So
Who is
this
that
is
girl?
queer people hunting ghosts, which sounds super fun.
Also,
Yeah.
sorry for my fucking Zelda puzzle of a bathroom that I have.
Truly.
I do always forget, so the
You have to do a side mission.
yeah,
to
a whole
flush
side
Ham's
mission to
toilet.
flush the
My bathroom
toilet.
is literally an escape room.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There was a bar on Bourbon that I swear to God looked like someone was murdered in.
Like a saw trap
An
or
H.H.
yeah,
Holmes
yeah. It
bathroom.
reminded me of. I never saw. I'm not really into horror movies because I'm a little scaredy cat, but it looked like it came out of a Saw movie.
Ugh.
Because it had like,
the bathroom on the side stage at Howlin' Wolf.
oh yeah, that
Comedian's
one is a
bathroom.
creepy. It's like a storage closet too, though.
Yeah, I hate
This
that.
one was creepier
It's got
than
a
that,
heating
though.
lamp for a light.
Oh yeah, so much safe.
Yeah. There's a
heating
lizard
lamp?
that lives in that bathroom. He sits under that lamp. No.
That bathroom was wild,
Just a
but this
full-size
one was
of-
wilder.
In New Orleans, you can go into a bathroom and there will just be a full-sized crocodile just sitting
Yeah,
in the corner.
basically.
Yeah.
Why he needs the heating lamp?
I remember my first time there. I was going up first, obviously, 'cause it's my first time. That's how they do you over there. And Nature Boy came on first. And he does like 5 minutes. I'm like, I've got to pee really bad. And I'm like, but I don't know when he's going to end. Not knowing that I had about 15 minutes to spare.
Yeah.
And so I go to the bathroom, or I'm starting to go to the bathroom, the main one, and Red Bean sees me. He's like, where the fuck are you going? You're about to go on stage. I was like, dude, I got to piss really bad. I mean, it seems like he's going for a little bit. He was like in the middle of something. I can make it quick. He was like, dude, they got the bathroom on the side of the stage, man. Don't use this one because you're too far away. Dude, I
Yeah.
went and pissed, and then I came and sat on the couch for like another 10 fucking minutes before I got called up.
Yeah. Red Bean has never done me like that.
No, sorry for that experience.
No, it's fine. I mean, that's just Howlin' Wolf. I mean,
Yeah.
look, it's their show, and they have full reign to do whatever they want to on it, and it's their time to, like, when you put on a show like that, it's your time to work your shit. Whether you need to work 20 or 10 or 15 or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, that's yours to do.
Yeah.
True.
So I respect it, respect the game.
Who did you just call fat? Are you talking to me? It just said the F word. The gay one.
The gay one.
What do you think of gay people?
This is where you find out it's not good for gay people to visit the past. Like, we just got to 2024. When you start dealing with people from like the 1800s.
Yeah.
Red.
You're gonna get a whole
This
different.
isn't red. This is magenta. Okay.
It's a man for sure. He doesn't know what magenta is.
Yeah, I have a feeling you don't know magenta. Can we talk to someone that has good taste? Hi. Okay, thank you, girl. Listen,
Another.
whoever we were just talking to does not know fashion.
Fat? Who are you calling fat?
Man.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You ever have any ghost experiences?
No. No, when I was really little though, I swear I saw like a weird alien thing in the sky.
Ooh.
It was like really bright blue, like on that painting.
California.
And it came out of nowhere, and
Very
then it went out,
possible.
and then it
Yeah.
disappeared out of nowhere. But also, like, light does
It went
weird
into
shit.
the ocean.
Huh?
It went into the ocean. That's where it
Probably.
went, dude.
Orb stuff is big.
Yeah.
Orbs
A
are
lot of
huge out
orbs.
there, also known as wisps. I feel like orbs are the only thing. My grandpa did radar over the Pacific during the Korean War, and every once in a while, he said like once every like 2 or 3 weeks, they would pick up an object going like 4 times the speed of sound, and it would travel, and they would track its altitude and elevation and speed, and they would track it, and it would dip below sea level.
Whoa.
It would dip into the ocean and keep the same speed. Wouldn't slow down at all.
Was it like that like photon sort of thing?
It's like the
that's
Tic
in-
Tac. That's
Tic-tac.
what. That's
Tic Tac.
the like everything that like people in the Air Force and Navy have seen and experienced. It's all Tic Tac shaped like UFOs. Everything like how Cam's describing. It'll go from like 7,000 feet in the air to like 300 feet below sea level in less than a second. Like crazy shit.
Yeah.
crazy speed.
What is
Yeah.
it giving off of? Like what kind of waves? How are they detecting it?
Oh, they're detecting it with radar, so it's just
Yeah.
detecting a physical object.
It's a physical object. That's terrible.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
it's not
multiple.
just like a.
It's not like a pulse or
Idea.
a wave or anything.
Yeah.
It's not like
It's
energy.
not a wisp.
It's not just energy. It's
there,
like an actual.
there are multiple like ships and like radar ships and radar bases in different parts of the country that are all picking up on different coasts that are all picking up this thing and over the ocean.
Have you guys ever had ghost experiences?
So I can't chalk it all the way up to being a ghost, but I had some experiences in my first apartment that was located directly across from a cemetery. Several people I worked with at Sonic Drive-In that lived in some adjacent apartments to the cemetery said they experienced stuff before I ever did. But so one night, this could have very well just been freak accident. We had a wine bottle in the middle of our fridge, very middle, backed up against the cabinet. Like it
inside
had
the
a
fridge?
far way to go. No, it was on top of it.
Oh.
It had a far way to go to get to the edge. And we're all just sitting there one night, and it just falls right in the middle of the floor in our kitchen. Like not like it could have like rolled off and went straight down. Like it
It went
landed
kind
like
of-
in the middle of the kitchen. No one saw it move. We all just heard it crash, and that kind of fucked us up.
Whoa.
Was anything wet on the surface of the table to make it slippery, slidey?
It wasn't on the table; it was on top of the refrigerator.
Was there a cat you didn't know about?
No cats.
A rat.
No
And there was
cats.
nothing like dripping from the roof to the.
No,
fridge?
nobody was in there. Nothing. Like the fridge was totally dry.
Weird.
No pests, no animals in your house?
Nothing.
Bone
And then,
dry.
so that's more explainable to like a physical thing like that, right? But what isn't explainable, and this happened to me and one of my friends who didn't even live there. I'm standing at the bottom of our steps that go up to me and my roommate's room, and I feel something running towards me. I hear it running on the steps. And I can like hear it getting closer as it does, and it was just boom, 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 and then like right past me.
Be gone.
Oh.
Couldn't see anything, and my friend told me after I told him about it, he was like, "Dude, that happened to me yesterday here." Like, I didn't want to
What?
say anything, so I didn't want to seem like I was crazy with it. It just happened to him, and I've had that's like similar to what other people have explained happening in their apartments. There, things flying off the top of their fridge or off the counter, and then something like running towards them.
I bet the Bay's got a lot of ghosts.
Yeah.
You got-
Oh yeah,
There's a whole house in like Santa Clara area. It's called the Winchester Mystery House, and it's this
Yeah.
woman that you can like go and visit. It's like a museum now, but she had like a lot of superstitions. So she just kept, if she got scared of one room she was building, it's a huge house, she would just build another room.
Whoa.
So there's like,
is there a movie about it?
I think so, but I've never watched it. But like, we went for a Girl Scout field trip.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
well,
like, and she was I think she was also a very petite woman. So the stairs are really tiny to like walk. They're very narrow and like small.
Whoa.
Like they're not
Like
the
an
same width as normal.
old house, right?
Yeah.
if
it's
I'm
very
not
old.
mistaken, she was the widow of the guy, the Winchester rifle.
Yeah, I think
Wow.
she was a widow.
And so that's who built her this big house, and then she continued. Apparently, I don't know if he was into the occult, or maybe someone had supposedly put a curse on him for, creating the Winchester repeating rifle and killing so
Whoa.
many people and taking their land. But yeah, it's something about, I've watched, so Ghost Adventures has done stuff at the Winchester Mystery House. And on those episodes, you learn all the history about this kind of stuff. I'm very infatuated with haunted places, even though I want nothing to do with ghosts and ghouls and
Yeah, I
goblins.
always think I'm gonna respond well. Like I'm always like, I want to meet a ghost. I want to talk to them and like figure out, or a spirit, whatever. And then
Pickle told me, no,
I don't. The last thing I want is anything.
Pickles told me. Yeah, you
Pickles told me
that.
us crazy stories on this show.
Yeah.
But the last thing I want is anything to go boo at me. Whether it's a person or a spirit.
Yeah.
I don't like anything that goes boo.
Yeah.
What's the thing that picks up on the radar? Like,
The spirit box.
what is it called? There's apps on your phone that
There's
you can
apps on the phone
that you
now?
can download.
Electromagnetic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the EMF reader. The
EMF reader.
Yeah, so there's electromagnetic phenomenons that happen. There's spikes in energy
Yes.
in the energy grid that are unexplainable. Basically, it's not coming from any electronics or wiring or anything like that. And when you get a spike like that, it's known to be something paranormal, especially if something else is happening at the same time. So let's say if you place a ball and tell the ghost, if it's like a kid or something, roll the ball, and then the ball starts rolling and you get a spike at the same time, that's more than likely a ghost rolling that ball and not physics or air or anything like that.
Yeah, and like my grandpa loved ghost adventures, all the haunting, and so he had that downloaded, and he would be like, "Oh, there's a ghost by you right now." But you'd be like, "Grandpa, close it and reopen it. There's not going to be a ghost," and there wouldn't be. He'd be like, "It's gone now." It's
Yeah, it's just
He
a
didn't.
random thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, ghosts do have very short attention spans. They can't. Most of the time, they can't remember why they're there.
Well, I think a lot of like
That's true.
mystical creatures are easy to trick. They have to have like you have to have like a way to trick them. Like vampires, you can just like you have
Bridge
to let
trolls.
them in. Bridge trolls, you got to answer
You
their
have to
riddle.
pay the troll toll to get to the boys' hole.
You have to pay the toll troll to get in.
I love that show.
I also don't think though ghosts are mystical because they're people, right?
Yeah, that's why I say spirit, because I always think they're just people with
They're part of-
undone
Yeah.
business.
Yeah,
The mystical part is when people like conjure spirits.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
That's getting into mysticism.
Pickle has always said you just have to be it doesn't not everybody can experience it.
Yeah, Pickle looked at me dead in my eyes and said, dude, no, you don't. Because I said I've always wanted to encounter one, even though I'm very scared of the after effects.
Yeah, I'm such a scaredy cat in the real world. I'm like, I don't think I could handle this.
Well, and where he used to do ghost tours, I was on Ryan's show there at the Hotel St. Vincent. And so I was telling him about that, and he was like, dude, it's super haunted. I was like, I was looking over my shoulder while peeing in the urinal all night. I almost made the executive decision to sit down and pee all night.
You almost peed.
Like, meat
but that's
checking
when it
me.
comes out of your toilet.
I don't care, dude. If it goes,
I do think that's a pipe thing.
If it sees my ass before it sees my face, it might run away. So
He's gonna assume I don't want this body.
Actually, never mind.
yeah, that's just one of those dimensional portals that people are a little scared of.
Flies up your ass, sees your gut health, and
Oh.
is like, oh no, this guy needs to lay off the diet soda.
I came in here to get away from McDonald's.
That's my unfinished business. I have to avoid McDonald's.
Oh, I love breakfast.
It takes a real man. Look, baby, it takes a real man to make Waffle House a man. And I just have one question. Will you marry me?
Aww. That's so cute.
She got me beef jerky cake.
He knows the waitress's name. They're there all the time.
That's cute.
It's a waffle ring.
Oh,
A
is it
waffle
really?
ring.
Or is that just like what it's called?
No, I think that's just what he called it because it was on a waffle.
was on a
Okay.
But dude, that was a big ring. At least it was a big ring to put on a waffle. Like if
Yeah.
you're gonna, dude, you better have a good fucking ring if
put on
you're
that
proposing in a
waffle.
Waffle House on a waffle.
Yeah. If
That was cute.
a tiny little silver band, no, it's got to be big.
Yeah, no, you're right. It did have to be a big, nice ring.
I like that it was kind of waffle colored too.
Oh, the gold. It was
Gold.
G&B. The ring was that perfect golden brown.
Nydia, do you have anything you want to tell the people or any last crazy stories?
Any last
I don't
words?
feel like mine were that crazy. I always feel like mine are not that interesting.
No, you're
People
very
have like
interesting.
way interesting stories.
Nydia, you're awesome. We're going to throw some of your stand up on in a little clip, maybe on the side. I don't know how we're going to edit this, but hey, we'll figure something out.
He's telling you, we don't know how it's
We don't-
gonna
we
be.
don't know.
Don't even trust what he's
We don't
saying
know
right now.
either.
Yeah, we don't know. He's
No one
telling-
knows, but it's provocative.
Yeah. All we
My
know
favorite line to say.
is that everything we just did is now stored in ones and zeros on my computer.
Ones and zeros.
Yeah. Do you have any of y'all's You're Invited improv shows coming up or anything you'd like to
Oh,
plug?
yes.
Yeah, actually, Comedy House is doing an improv fest the first weekend of May, and You're Invited will be performing May 2nd, I believe.
There you go, folks.
Right
We'll
on.
pull that up. That's something we can promise.
Also,
And-
May 2nd. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and then I am gonna do stand up. I'm gonna do Amy's show at Comedy House, the Comedy Happy Hour, May 8th,
Woo.
and my dad will be there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come
May
out to
8th,
Comedy
okay.
House. Meet Nydia's dad.
Yeah.
Right on.
Come to,
He
I'm actually
loves
here to
comedy.
meet you, not Nydia.
Hell yeah. Has he been to your shows before?
They saw me host Ugly Dog when they were here for Christmas, but he hasn't seen like a booked show and like, well, and then I did some stand up in San Francisco that they came out to, but yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right on. Also, May 2nd, check out the debut Hotspot show going on at Comedy House New Orleans. It's my 11 p.m. show.
Yeah.
It's going on late
11
night,
p.m.
10:30 actually.
Oh, that's
It starts at 10:30?
Liddy.
It's a late night Thursday show, which is a really good time slot because people always are outside by the end of our show.
That's
our
true.
9 o'clock shows.
I don't work Friday, so I treat Thursday like a weekend day.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Thursday's your
Is
chill
it
day.
a booked or show or a mic?
It's a book show.
Okay.
So we're gonna be booking some of our favorite comedians in New Orleans.
Some of our
including-
favorite.
When-
I have
if you
no,
catch our
actually, I have
drift.
no power in this.
Also,
so.
May 17th, all
Just
three of us, or
influence.
is it the 18th? Oh, Bayou Boogaloo.
May 18th.
Oh
May
yeah, we'll all
18th.
be there.
Bayou Boogaloo will all be on the roast battle.
I'll be
Also,
roasting my boyfriend.
Later that night, catch me on the Comedy House Marathon show. Doing 10 minutes
Oh nice, Chris
on
asked
the
me to
later
do that too.
portion of the show.
Yeah.
Nydia
But
will
I was
also be
like-
there.
But I said I don't. I was like, I
Oh.
don't feel like doing too rushing because I might want to stay for the
Nydia
best.
won't be there.
TBD.
Yeah. I was like, if I'm going to Bayou Boogaloo, I may as well stay at Bayou Boogaloo and like kick it. Yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Can't say it enough. Please like, share, and subscribe. Viewership is going fantastic. If a couple more of y'all could just click the like button, maybe leave a comment. My friend Seth left some very nasty comments under our best video. Such
Are they your
as,
friend still?
Yeah, he is. He said, "Who gives a shit?" And he also said, "This video gives me the same feeling as pulling out a wedgie."
Wait, but that's a satisfying thing.
That feels good.
That's what I commented under
Yeah.
it. That sweet release question mark.
Right on. Thank you, Seth, for your comment, and we'll see you on the
Thank you for that wedgie.
Flippity flop.
Woo.
Mic drop. Boom.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Yeah, yeah. We got it ready. Let's go.